Hello, welcome to Montreal. We're here at the ICAO 40th Assembly, and some of the CANSO team are all here representing you, our members. Now, it's been a really busy couple of weeks, and it all started off at the very beginning where I had the opportunity to talk to a number of ministers at the IWAF about some of the challenges that they're facing. One of the biggest challenges they've got is innovation and how to really effectively regulate innovation. And it was a great conversation, and we put forward, well, let's think about performance-based regulation. Regulate on the output, the performance of the systems, rather than the inputs, which was really well heard by everybody in the room. The second part of the conversation was around working together. And it's really, really important that industry works together with ICAO, with states, and all other regulators to make this a success. And again, that point was made very, very clearly and received very well. Now, another part of being here for ICAO is actually to determine what ICAO focuses on for the next 3 years. And a part of that is the papers that we submitted on your behalf. Now, there's 4 papers that talk about things such as cybersecurity as a clear example. And I'm very pleased to say that they've all been successfully approved, and I will be in the ICAO plan going forward, which is great news. Advocacy, which is what this is all about, is really, really important. It's one of our key pillars in our CANSO Fit for the Future of ATM, which I know you're all aware of. Aside from Montreal, there's been lots of other things that have been happening over the last few months, and I'm going to touch on a couple of those things now. The first one is an excellent Africa conference that we had in Tanzania at the beginning of September. First and foremost, I should say thank you to the Tanzanian CAA and Hamza Yohari, actually the DG, who hosted this event. It was a fantastic event with nearly 200 attendees, over 54 organizations represented. Incredible. Now, these are really, really important, these regional events, because actually it gets everybody together, it gets all the ANSPs and actually all aviation players together in one room to really, really make a difference. And this conference really did make a difference. We had things like the Mombasa ATFM roadmap, which is for the first time talking about implementing the air traffic flow management across the entire African region. What a great outcome. And they focused on other issues such as safety, all about making African seamless sky. It was a fantastic event and one that I was very proud to be involved with. Within Europe, we had a very, very good session where the CANSO Europe signed a declaration along with many, many other organizations and associations under the Digital European Sky banner. It was a very well attended, and it's a very key declaration to move Europe forward in terms of the single European sky. So congratulations to CANSO Europe for being a part of that. Looking forward, there's a couple of other conferences coming up, and they're equally as important. When I talked about regional conferences, getting regional ANSPs and the aviation industry together, that's also occurring in Curacao for Latin America, which I'm very much looking forward to attending for the same reasons I enjoyed attending the Africa conference. But we also talk about global issues, and there's a deep dive into safety and the biggest challenges across the globe. We're getting all the global safety experts to talk about the critical safety challenges that we're all facing, and that's being held in Paris at the beginning of November. Again, I look forward to seeing many of you there as possible. So far, I've talked about mainly conferences, but actually we do a whole load of other stuff as well. Now, we do tons and tons of work across the entire globe through our working groups and our task forces, and the last 3 months has been no exception. For example, the new Strategic Technology Working Group has been set up, and already it has over 20 members joining that working group, which is a great achievement, and I wish you very, very well with that. In addition, another example is the Global Benchmarking Working Group, where all the data is being collected for the next edition of the Global ANS Performance Report. Now, it's critically important that the entire globe, that everybody works together collaboratively across the entire ATM industry to really, really continue the improvement in whether it's safety, whether it's in operations, whether it's in technology, innovation, which you heard me mention at the beginning. All these pieces join up to make our industry as best as it possibly can be. So your support, your involvement, your working in these groups is really, really important to move all this forward. Finally, there's just a couple of other things I'd like to I'd like to mention, first, we have 2 new members, 2 full members, Iraq and Cuba, and I'm very pleased to welcome to the CANSO family. We look forward to meeting up with them in the near future. My final point is to welcome Deborah Seymour, our new Communications Director, who I'm sure you're all going to hear from in the near future as we start to really develop our communications capability on behalf of yourselves. So, thank you for listening. I look forward to seeing you all very soon, either on my travels, or please contact me via email or give me a call, and I'll be happy to have a chat. Thank you very much.